food in USA. What people eat here, do Americans eat burgers every day? People most of the time actually eat at home cooked meals rather than eat outside. But it's in the culture that people like to go out and like to do it once or twice or even more per week. Especially if somebody is single, they will tend to go out more often or order in more often. But whenever you are in a relationship, you have a family already, it becomes harder and harder to get out there. And from what I know, people try actually to eat healthy. Plus there is now that trend, which is a good trend, I like it, that people start to focus more on protein rich products or even meals, and people try to really buy organic, eat home as much as they can, cook from scratch sometimes. I know it's not easy to do everything from scratch. It's not easy even to cook every day, even for a person whose lifestyle is mostly at home like me, and I cook every day and I find it exhausting sometimes. Some days I don't have the mood to cook, to be honest, and we actually go out on these days to eat, or we may get a pizza, but usually we leave these type of days to be the end of the week, and it's either the weekend, either Friday, and we will go out for a dinner, let's say, to try out a new restaurant. And it doesn't have to be something fancy. Sometimes it's a new pizza place, sometimes it's a cheesesteak place. Me and my husband got into good habit of eating well, and we really try to notice which products bother our gut, which products like create bloating, and we don't have any known intolerances, but maybe we should check this out, but I don't think so. If in case there are French fries included in a meal, we may have, but it's not that we are going to go out and get French fries. One thing that is really noticeable, even if you are a tourist in the United States, let's say for a week or for 10 days, you will notice the big portions. Usually that's the case for the American diners. This is something like cozy and soul food restaurants of USA, mostly owned actually by Greek people and Italians and maybe other Mediterranean nationalities. They tend to give you portions really big. Like really big. Sometimes the pancakes that you order can fill up your whole plate, and in general the plates are big here and they try to fill them up so it looks better, I guess. How are you whenever you are served food? Do you tend to finish everything on your plate because you feel bad that you will throw it away after, or you don't like eating leftovers? Or you like to control yourself, to hear your body and think, am I full right now? I try to do that, even if I'm outside, even if I know that I am not getting this food with me home and this food is going to be thrown away. I really want to listen to my body and do not overeat. Free refills on drinks. Whenever you go to a burger joint, to a diner again, they will include free refill. You have to just buy once and you have a free refill on your soda. I cannot imagine who is going to have a refill because the cup is huge and I don't know who is able to drink so much soda. Americans love ice. I recently posted an Instagram reel and I posted it on TikTok too, but it went really well on Instagram. It went, for me, I consider it viral. It went to almost 9,000 views. Posted a cup of water filled with ice, and we had like minus 10 degrees Celsius outside, so I was served cold water. And it's a rule here, it doesn't matter what temperature is outside, you are going to be served ice cold water, or your soda is going to be filled with ice by default. You really have to tell them, please bring me water with no ice. That's the big difference. In Greece, whenever it's even summer, in some places they will bring you tap water really warm. In Greece you have to beg for ice and you are lucky if they bring you it, but here in America, plenty. Also, it's very popular to drink coffee with sugar or with sweeteners or with syrups. I hear all the time that people ask actually for some sort of caramel syrup lattes. I don't understand what they like in it. It really alters the flavor of the coffee. You don't feel the coffee anymore. You are drinking sweet milk. They also pay for it like $7 at some fancy coffee shops or Starbucks sometimes, which I don't consider a fancy coffee shop anymore. Americans are known for their famous breakfast, for eggs, for scrambled eggs, for pancakes, for waffles. I think they brought the brunch culture in other countries too. Greece adopted this brunch culture as well, like years ago. I like that. I like that Americans like their breakfast to be big. As for the grocery stores, it's easy to get food whenever literally you want. Maybe there are some 24-hour grocery stores, I don't know, but even our local grocery stores can be until 11 p.m. at night. This is crazy for me. They are open for so long, and sometimes it's convenient to go really late at night to get your groceries because there are no lines. And of course, huge stores with everything in them. You are able to find almost everything you need. Budget-friendly grocery stores like Lidl, like Aldi. We like actually shopping in Aldi. It's very convenient and way cheaper than in other grocery stores. They have slightly higher end grocery stores, which are Giant or ShopRite, I think. Then goes Whole Foods, which is on the higher end. Costco culture. Costco, we don't really shop there. You need a subscription. You need a subscription to go to shop and leave more money. So Costco is a huge grocery store where you can buy food in bulk. Anything you can imagine, you can buy it in bulk there, and it's convenient for big families, for families of 3, I guess, and more, or people go with all their family members and they buy and then they split it. I don't know how it works, but I don't like that, to be honest. I prefer to go more often to the supermarket rather than getting in bulk something. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy this topic, if you would like me to expand something, maybe in the next video. How do you do your groceries? How often per week you do groceries? Do you cook at home or you eat outside? Maybe there is a service in your country that allows you to pre-order the products per week and you can cook specific meals with these products. I know there are services like that out there. I just need to take a closer look. Maybe there is something available here in our town and maybe I could do the same, or at least to try that. So let me know what are your cooking / like eating habits. Not sure at all if this idea will work and if you're going to enjoy it, but let's try. I decided to show you how I keep my refrigerator in order, how I like to put all the products in which categories. We went grocery store last night and the fridge is full right now, so I decided it's the best chance to film this right now. We have a very small refrigerator and for the amount of products that we get per week, it's more than enough. So the first, let's say the first shelf, I like to keep here all the dairy products and all the meats together. Butter, I would like to get a better butter holder, butter thing. For now I use that because it just looks fancier. Different cheeses, cream cheese, yogurts, also cottage cheese, sour cream, everything that is like dairy, I like to keep it here. Then the olives are also here, some cheeses and like feta, let's say, they are in Tupperwares because they are already opened from their original packaging. And the meats, I believe it's safer to keep them here next to the dairy. Second shelf, I like to keep here all the vegetables, salads. Well, I put the eggs here right now, but I usually like to keep them up with the meat. And then the leftovers. I also like keeping the leftovers in this shelf. It's just more convenient. And the third shelf is basically 2 containers for fruits and vegetables. And I like to put the fruits like that. Not in their packaging, but like that, so I can easily get whatever I need. Usually I like keeping the citruses together, but sometimes I add some other fruits, or in this case I have the sweet potatoes over there and the asparagus, and the next box is more like vegetables, cauliflower, broccoli. There are some baby potatoes. I like to keep the potatoes in the fridge just in case so they don't go bad. And that's it, I guess. And the door, oh my god, now I see it has a lot of different jars, but it's not necessarily something unhealthy. Don't think this way. We like, for example, like hot sauce, then there is this Asian sauce, so they decided to try balsamic, then there is different types of peppers, capers, salsa, rice vinegar, jams. I like to keep them here, some smaller jars also here, like pesto sauce, mayo. We don't really eat mayo, so this jar is for a while here, but mayo has a long like expiration period, so okay. Tomato paste, 2 beers, no, this is actually 1 beer and 1 ginger ale. We don't drink that. I think it was like leftover from a party. Yes, the milks. And recently we are getting this protein shake. It's a chocolate milk. It has a lot of protein, as you see, so we try not to do that every day, but we go to the gym 3 to 4 times per week, and it's a good protein refill, let's say, whenever you do weights actually. And there is a bottle of ketchup, which is huge, and it takes a while to finish it. And we have a prosecco, which I never used at the party that we had, and it's sealed, so I guess one day we are going to use it. Friends, right now please put a like on this video if you enjoy it, and leave any type of comment. This helps me a lot to promote my channel out there, so it is discovered by more people like you. Give it a hype if you have this option, and I will be really grateful for you. I'm about to have my after dinner tea, and usually I like chamomile, but we don't have it anymore, run out. So I am drinking today something with spices. It's caffeine free, and what was the brand? It's a Bigelow, I think. This is the brand. Cranberry Harvest. I like the sour flavor of this type of teas, but usually I prefer to add honey if I don't have a dessert. But this time I have a chocolate, and I recently love this brand. It's a Belgian brand. Oh, what am I saying? It's a German brand. God, I'm sorry. Oh, I feel so stupid right now. So it's a German brand. And I love how the chocolate tastes. I love the milk chocolate with whatever filling you can imagine, like coconut, strawberry, caramel, just simple chocolate, almond, and this time we have it with cookies. And the black chocolate is also nice, and it's easier to not eat too much of it because it's the dark one, but I said black, the dark one, the dark chocolate. It's not as sweet, and it makes you actually just stop eating after like one small piece. But this is like so dangerous. Well, a portion, it says that one portion is 2 bars. So I like to keep it this way. I'm eating 2 bars and I'm happy with that. Also, I really enjoy that the snow is still outside. It doesn't melt, nothing happens with the snow because it's still super cold, but it's warmer. It's around 0 degrees Celsius and I think it's around 33 Fahrenheit. Still haven't learned the Fahrenheit situation. It's a little confusing, to be honest. It would be easier if, let's say, you have an amount in Celsius and you always have to deduct, let's say, 30 degrees. Then that would be easier. But it doesn't work like that in the Fahrenheit system, because apparently the lower is the temperature, the smallest is the difference between Fahrenheit and Celsius. And the higher is the temperature, then the biggest, I think, is the difference. That's how it works, but I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, I love that the snow is still outside because it works as a great light reflector, and I like how my face looks right now. Delivery package already pre-unpacked. I decided to refill, if I can say it this way, but I'm getting it for the second time. This Beauty of Joseon Green Plum Refreshing Cleanser. The first time I bought it in Greece and I really enjoyed it. It's very gentle for the skin. I noticed that it keeps my skin actually moisturized after washing my face, comparing to other face cleansers that were actually really drying out my face skin, and I decided to go for it for another time, and I will open it in front of you so you can see. The bottle lasted me, consider it, since the end of September that I was in Athens and then I came back here in the States. I used it until almost mid-January, so it lasts a long time actually. You just need like a drop and you just apply it on your skin. It doesn't have like an extra fragrance, which I like. So moving forward to the second item, which I am curious to try on and to show you, of course. This is something new in my closet because before this cold weather I didn't really need that. So this is snow boots, a pair of funny snow boots. Actually, they are cool. They are not as funny as I thought. I try to find boots that look modern, kinda trending, right? In nice color combinations. Not that you care if you look like stylish when it's very cold outside and you are just trying to reach your car and go to the grocery store, let's say, when it's like almost ice right now on the roads. I also can wear it for my walks because now it's getting warmer outside. It's approaching it will approach 0 Celsius in the next few days, so I'm excited for that, and I will be able to actually walk for more than 5 minutes outside, because before it was insane. The brand was random. It's called Air Has, and I found it randomly on Amazon. I decided just to get the size. I think I got this, yeah, I got the size 6. I didn't want to risk in getting the size 7 because I saw a review that these boots are slightly oversized. In case you don't know the American sizes, the size 6 is 36 European, and it goes accordingly. Size 7 is 37, 6.5 almost 37 in some shoes, and in the others maybe it's like 37 or 37 and a half. No, what am I saying? No, 6.5 is like 36.5, then 7 is 37, and it goes accordingly. It took me like a while to to understand like the numbers in the US. Why everything has to be different here in America, I don't know. I did well that I ordered the size 6 because they are very spacious and there is room to wear wool socks, for example, to keep yourself even more warm. You know what? I like them. They are comfortable. I hope they will keep the warmth, and they said on Amazon they are waterproof. We will test that. So I will intentionally walk on the snow. But look, they're funny and I believe they're cute. What do you think? going to try an actually authentic Bougatsa. This is a salty one with spinach, and this one is the classic version of a sweet one.
No, spinach and feta.
And feta, yes.
It is the classic.
And it's the classic with the vanilla cream, which is really, really delicious and looks delicious. A coffee. And this is actually Greek bakery. Today I'm cooking something really interesting and healthy. I got inspired by a recipe that I saw online about this cauliflower soup, which is going to be velvet soup. This is how they're called. So this tray has first of all cauliflower, it has baby potatoes, but not too many, just I think I put 6 small baby potatoes and I cut them in quarters. And I also have cut like some white onions. I'm going to put some olive oil, I'm going to put some spices here, like I think I would like to add paprika, maybe oregano, salt, pepper. After they are going to be roasted in the oven, I'm going to mix them all very well in a mixer and then add broth and cream cheese. I actually originally saw a fitness recipe of this soup which didn't include, I think, even olive oil, or they put like a little, and it didn't include the potato, any type of cream in the end. But other recipes that I saw online afterwards, they include the cream. So I will see some recipes use butter, and some people don't roast it in the oven, but they actually just fry in the pan with butter and garlic. I believe that it is delicious, but I want really to try to stick on something more healthy. I decided to add the potato. I just added olive oil, not even a tablespoon of olive oil. I'm going to add some, instead of garlic itself, because I don't feel like cutting garlic right now, I will add some garlic powder. Here we go, garlic powder, some red pepper, and some oregano. Oregano. I actually don't really like that word, oregano. I like the word rigani in Greek, but oregano. I'm tired of my memory cards to be full, and I have to buy, I guess, a memory card that has 1 terabyte in it, because this is just insane. Keeping changing the cards, erasing the files, the old files on the card. Not that I want to keep them forever, but it's annoying when you actually need to film something and you can't. So what I was saying is that I love spices in glass jars, to be honest. Definitely much more preferable than the plastic ones, and you can recycle them as well. You can recycle also the plastic ones, but it's just that nice feeling that you have and you hold the glass material. So adding some garlic powder. Let me know in the comments, how do you prefer watching, not necessarily recipes, but because technically this is not a recipe video, but how do you prefer watching like cooking content with talk, like me doing right now, or aesthetic shots, close-ups, no talking, just music on the background and some live action sounds by cutting with a knife or boiling or frying, something like that. So I think I'm done, and I'm putting it in the oven. I will keep it, I will not put a timer, I will keep it maybe for 40 minutes, and I will check in if everything is soft, and then I'm going to mix it very well in the mixer. you so much that you stayed with me until this moment. It's always a great pleasure to create a video for you, and I really appreciate every view out there. And I'm sure I'm going to feel the same even when my channel will grow, and I know it will happen one day. But even from the beginning, you have to stay grateful, you have to be in a way of satisfied even if you get 10 views in one of your videos, because these are some people out there that decided to watch your video maybe for 10 minutes, maybe for 2 minutes, maybe for the whole 30 or 40 minutes that your video is. This is a lot because it's your time. Really, I'm grateful to you that you dedicated this time. Thank you again, and we'll see each other next week. Bye bye.